We should be moments away from the command to open up the parachutes on the Soyuz. We'll be standing by for chute confirmation shortly. This command expected at an altitude of 10.5 kilometers or 6.5 miles above the Earth. Less than 12.5 minutes until the anticipated touchdown of the Soyuz MS-06. We're still standing by for confirmation of chute deploy, which should have occurred just a couple of minutes ago. And search and recovery helicopters in the vicinity of the landing zone have now established visual contact with the Soyuz MS-06. Parachutes are out. Everything continuing to proceed normally towards touchdown 11.5 minutes from now. Once again, the Rosaviatsa Russian search and recovery forces in the vicinity of the landing zone, especially the airborne Russian Mi-8 helicopters, have established a visual contact with the Soyuz MS-06. Its parachute has been deployed as it continues to descend toward its landing site some 90 miles to the southeast of the town of Zhezkazgan. 9 minutes until touchdown, everything continuing to proceed per the schedule. The Soyuz descending under its large main parachute towards a position some 90 miles to the southeast of the remote town of Jezkazgan in south-central Kazakhstan. Search and recovery forces, all-terrain vehicles are all positioned to begin the recovery of the crew a short time after touchdown. This is Mission Control Houston. You're looking at a view from a balcony camera overlooking the Russian Mission Control Center in the town of Korolyov on the outskirts of Moscow. As we are just 7 minutes away from the anticipated touchdown of the Soyuz MS-06 descending under its parachute towards its landing zone to the southeast of the town of Jezkazgan. Everything per the entry timeline has gone by the book so far, as we're standing by for the search and recovery forces who are in contact with the crew on board the Soyuz to provide updates for us as we approach landing time. Inside 5 minutes until touchdown. All quiet on the loops at this point. The search and recovery forces are positioning themselves to begin the process of arriving at the capsule following touchdown to begin the extraction of Mazurkin, Akaba, and Vandahai. This is Mission Control Houston. By the clock, we're about 2 minutes away from touchdown. Still awaiting further voice communication from the Russian search and recovery forces, who are in visual contact with the Soyuz spacecraft descending under its main parachute.
Inaudible.
We should be seconds away from the anticipated touchdown of the Soyuz spacecraft. Still waiting for verbal confirmation of that. The all-terrain vehicles near the landing site that provided television a short time ago are likely repositioning themselves closer to the touchdown point to reestablish a video capability for post-landing activities. At the Karaganda Airport, the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center aircraft is ready to take off to head to Zhezkazgan, has not yet received approval to do so, to move to Zhezkazgan, so they're standing by for the green light, as is a NASA Gulfstream jet. And there it is, Soyuz MS-06 back on Earth. The official touchdown time was 8:31 p.m. Central Time, right on the dot, right on the money, and it landed in an upright position. The large orange and white parachute billowing nearby, but there is your spacecraft with its 3 occupants back on Earth, Alexander Mazurkin, Joe Acaba, and Mark Vande Hei back on terra firma after 168 days in space. Again, the report from the Russian Mission Control Center was that touchdown occurred right on time at 8:31 p.m. Central Time, 8:31 a.m. Wednesday morning at the landing site in Kazakhstan. You see thick overcast, greeting the crew upon its return to Earth. The spacecraft, reportedly from the search and recovery forces, landed in an upright position. What that means is that the crew will emerge from the upper hatch on the Soyuz and clamber down a small ladder to be placed, we presume, in a series of chairs nearby the spacecraft for a short period of time to get their land legs back. You see one of the search and recovery helicopters about to land nearby, but Akaba, Van de Hei, and Mazurkin are back on Earth after 168 days and a mission that spans 71.1 million miles. And all-terrain vehicles now moving in position near the spacecraft. We'll be getting a closer view of the Soyuz spacecraft once the satellite link on the all-terrain vehicle moves closer to the capsule itself. And you're looking at one of the search and recovery helicopters landing nearby the Soyuz MS-06. And the report now from the Russian Mission Control Center from the search and recovery forces, Alexander Mazurkin reporting that the crew is feeling very well.